right, today we're going to jump right into our laws. So today we're on law number 12 and law number 13. So this first law number 12, it's labeled time. Time is not a seller's friend. Agents deal with new inventory, not old. So let me explain. This actually goes to buyers and sellers, but from a seller's perspective. Your home is not worth more money because you're not in a hurry to sell it. Your home is not worth less money because you are in a hurry to sell it. Your home is worth what your home is worth, okay? The longer, and I know you know this, but it's still hard to grasp. The longer your home sits on the market, the worse it is for you as a seller. One of the first things that almost every single buyer asks when they see a home, how long has this one been on the market? Oh, it's been on the market for 100 days. What's wrong with it? Okay? Time is not a seller's friend. There's a few pieces of the puzzle of selling that a seller can control. Okay? Time on the market by pricing it, price, condition, and then ease of seeing it. So like if you don't let someone see it until only from 8 to noon or something, obviously it's going to be hard to get people in there. But time is the biggest one, because the longer your home's on the market, the more likely someone is to offer less, and sometimes people won't even look at it, believe it or not, because it's been on the market for a while, which blows my mind as well. So time, I'm going to say what I said at the beginning again. Your home is not worth less because you're in a hurry to sell it. Your home is not worth more because you're not in a hurry to sell it. Okay, so don't think, oh, I have time, I can just lower the price. Yes, you can do that. Of course you can do that. But it probably means you're going to bring less money in the long run than otherwise. Probably, obviously not always, but more times than not. Agents deal with new inventory, not old. Okay, so this is what this means. I'm not a huge fan of that phrase, but here's what it means by saying that. I have a buyer, I have them set up on a search, they're set up on a search, new home pops up, boom, this meets everything they want. We're sending this home. I'm calling them and say, hey, here's a home that popped up. We need to go look at this. If it's been on the market for a while, as a seller, you're gonna have to do something to make an agent excited again and a buyer excited again, whether it's lowering the price or, I mean, there's tricks you can do. Take it off the market, put it back on. Does that work? I don't know. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. But most of the time you're dealing with old or new inventory, not old. Here's where that kind of flips. If I have a buyer that is wanting a great deal and they are wanting, $20,000 in closing costs, and they want to offer $20,000 below, I'm going to tell them, okay, we need to look at homes that have been on the market for 3 months or more, because that's the only way we're going to get something like that. Law number 13, expectations. The condition of a home needs to be at the market. The condition of your home needs to be at the market. What does this mean? Well, when I, as a real estate agent, pull comparable properties to your house whenever we're deciding on what to price your house at, we're looking at, the bedrooms, the amount of bedrooms, the size, the lot size, is it on water, all those things. But also you're looking at conditions. So if your house matches everything about a comparable, but you have Formica versus they have granite or quartz countertops, you have worn out carpet and they just installed brand new wood flooring. Those are the things I'm talking about. If you're the carpet one and the one in Formica in this situation, you're not going to be at that price that the granite or the quartz and the brand new wood flooring is going to be at, because you're not at that market. So if you got 4 great comparables and they're all, newer and updated, and you're not going to price it at that, because you look the same whenever you don't have all these updates. So you're not at the market that those are, new paint, those kinds of things. Buyers will not pay extra money for features they do not expect. Okay, here's what I mean by that. You got a buyer that they're saying, I want at least 3 bedrooms, I want at least 2 bathrooms, I need a study, so they may be looking at 4 bedrooms with no study, or 3 bedrooms and a study, blah, 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 whatever it is, and at $400,000. Well, you walk into a house and you see a built-in fridge, freezer, commercial grade frigid air that's just a beautiful luxury. That doesn't mean that buyer is going to go, okay, well, I'll pay $410,000 for this house because it has that. No, it'll help get that home sold. They'll really, really like that. And if you're stacked price right against other ones, yours is probably gonna be better and gonna sell better. But buyer's not necessarily gonna come, okay, I'm gonna pay $10,000 for that whenever it's not something that they were looking at originally or that was in their criteria or that they really cared about. If it's there and they see it and they like it, yes, it's gonna help get the home sold. If it's there and they see it and they like it, no, that doesn't mean necessarily that's gonna bring $10,000 or $15,000, at least for that buyer. So anyway, laws 12 and 13. Next week, we'll continue to go through them. I hope this helps. If you have any questions about selling, have any questions about buying, you're local to the Mustang, Yukon, Oklahoma area, you're in the metro, you need to talk to a realtor because you know that you're going to be selling or buying sometime in the future. That's the best time to talk to someone, not after you find a house and you want to put an offer in tomorrow and you need to sell your house. It's best to prepare so that you're not scrambling whenever that time comes. So just because we talk doesn't mean that you have to put your house on the market or anything. It could be a year or 2 years or whatever. So anyway, give me a holler and let's talk. Thank you.